What is up, guys? I noticed my mic is a little quiet on these videos, so I'm actually gonna move it a little bit closer, and hopefully you guys can hear me better. Hopefully it's not overbearing. But welcome back to another trading recap. Okay, today was our first trade on our new funded account, right? And we learned a lot. Okay, when I was paper trading, I was just like, okay, I want to go long here, and I would just set this, set that. It's hell of a lot different, right? Especially trading with, it's not real money, okay? Your funded account before you pass is just a paper trading account, right? But it's money I spent, and you don't want to lose the money, right? So there was a lot of emotions running high as I placed the trade. I didn't really find a good entry. Definitely could have found better entries. I could have had a really good trade. I was looking at TJR's stream. He wasn't looking for entries. Now, right, we'll get into the buys. So, I was big on the S&P. I'm sorry. I was big on NASDAQ. Gas back. Let's go to the 5 minute. Okay. So we just freaking ripped out of nowhere, right? We filled in this imbalance, right? But, which is what I would have had buys after. So we see price here, right? Yeah, NASDAQ was where I was looking for my trade. Price, right? We had a little, so first of all, we ripped all of Asia and Lenses. So I knew we were going to come take out all these lows. We were getting close to all-time highs. We were due for a correction, right? If you look on the daily time frame, right? Although there's a lot of freaking crap on this, here I can. Okay, right? Like we were due for. Like, we were all the way up here around market open, right? Like, we were due to come back down, right? And we actually came all the way down here. Nonetheless, all right. Let's go into the 5 minute. Now, NQ is what I really liked. So, we see this, right? This bearish S&P divergence. We see NQ creates a higher high, and ES creates a lower high. So, ES is telling the future. We know NQ wants to go lower. Right, but look at this. This is, freaking market opens here. Sorry, I move that out when I trade. Right, this is like right before market open. Okay, so what happens? We start to see a little bit of a sell-off. We get below London's London's lows, right? But Asia rips. So there's a lot of liquidity still lying below. We get below London session lows. Right, see a little bit of a retracement here, not much. We fall back down, right? Like there was really, this is where I started looking towards ES had better price action, right? Like we had marked out this fair value gap that we validated, so we have tons of fair value gaps. This fair value gap, right? Like there's just so much, but price was just ripping to the downside. I marked out this order block, not gonna get hit. This fair value gap, not gonna get hit. This liquidity already gets taken out. Right, so I'm looking at both of them, right? What we didn't see was we didn't see equilibrium, okay? So, right, from this low to this swing high. Sorry, we didn't hit that. It was here, right? Yeah, from this low to this swing high. I'm doing it backwards, so let's just start from here right to here. All right, so we see price is ripping down. We see equilibrium get hit, and we could have caught a trade off of this. Definitely not a huge trade, right? Right, we want to catch the move at the top, and just because of all these huge, rallying down, it wasn't necessarily Like taking a trade off of this equilibrium here after all this liquidity has been taken out, it's risky, you know? Like what, we would have gotten entry. I don't know. Sorry. We would have got an entry, right? Is it this the equilibrium? No, this was the trade I took. Or actually, I took something in here. No, I don't even know what I took. I took something maybe in here. Anyways, like you could have shorted off of this, break a structure into the right. Had targets here, stops maybe above these highs here, like a little like that's a good trade. That's a good way to find a little continuation in the price, but it's not really like a high success, right? Like what if price is gonna come wick up above these highs then fall? Like it's not what we want to be taking. So I'm actually proud of myself for the discipline I had. Nonetheless, I don't really know what I took. Right, I was on NQ. Okay, so it was off of that equilibrium, but it was just on NQ. Which, I don't know, probably was a better trade on NQ. Right, we see equilibrium get filled from this swing high to this swing low. Right, price comes up, comes to equilibrium, and then just rips out of that, right? We see equilibrium gets hit. We had to break a structure on this candle. Like we should have gotten shorts off this candle closure. Stops probably like above this fair value gap, targeting, right? I mean, like we're like entering at Asia session lows. That's just like where it kind of gets a little scary. And I don't know, targeting, is there any previous day lows? I mean, like here, I guess. Right, so not much, right? Like maybe a 1-to-1, like at most 1.86, right? So I was kind of fun. I did take a right. Like I took a trade in here, right? Look how short this trade is. I got out in 15 seconds. Like it was. I was like shitting my pants because I just didn't know how to like set a stop loss and whatnot. And I actually got lucky because I somewhere like I like clicked it. I must have set a limit of some sort. So I actually like, right. This was the like here I was like at the bottom of the candle and then it ripped up and then I guess I somehow got filled in again. I hit a limit. So this isn't good because I only wanted a half size because we were getting late in the day and I was like, listen, we've already come down this far. We're really gonna go anymore. So I half down my position, half sized it. But nonetheless, a pretty good day learning for me, right? Like on NQ, we might have even had a 5-minute equilibrium get hit earlier. Right, like this swing low. Okay, yeah, no, this was the only equilibrium that really got hit. There's no other high. Anyways, price just ripped. I think Trump is speaking tonight or later. But nonetheless, I had to go to baseball at 11, so I turned off the charts at 10:30. But you could have found a trade in here off of this break of structure, right, for value gap. Move up before the break structure. This is an order block. I'm sorry, a breaker block. I don't know, I guess liquidity is getting swept, so you could say this is an order block too. Right, we come up, we push back into this breaker block slash for a value gap. You know, we see price rally out. I mean, we don't. It doesn't. It's so late in the day that you're not gonna really get any moves, but it's just good to see how price action moves, right? Like you're not gonna get a big move, and we're not gonna trade this, but right, price moves in here. We break structure. Break structure on this close. So I think this trade was better on ES. Um, try this thing. We we break here. Break structure. Come back. We come back pretty low. So this is an order block. We come to the order block. This tiny fair value gap. Come into that. See a 1 minute break out of it. Where are we? Stupid today on the charts. So we break. Yeah, we see price come down here. We break structure back to the upside. Probably would have entered off of this, I think, because that's the first break of structure after the. Oh, did we never? Yeah, okay, we did break structure to the downside. So then, would have probably longed off of. Sorry, we don't break structure anywhere near. So yeah, you don't break structure to here. And I don't know, stops below this. Like this could have been a pretty solid trade. Targeting this little retracement would have been a good solid trade. Could have even targeted like as high as these highs, right? Would have got a 2.4. Nonetheless, guys, a pretty good learning day for me, I would say, as far as placing orders and whatnot, getting the right daily buys and being disciplined. Tomorrow we will see if we will be able to take a trade. I have an appointment at 9:15. I know, right? Like the doctor's gonna come in right as like fucking we get the sweep, and then it's right in our 5-minute confluence. But that's gonna wrap up today's recap. We're actually gonna be starting a series called should we call it Road to Funded, or should we call it? I'll think of a cool name, and this video will have day one with the title and whatnot. But let's take a look at crypto. Solana is shitting its pants, right? Like we had this previous area of support, and it's now being used as resistance. So yeah, that's it, guys. Bull run is over, although we are getting this big candle up. I don't know, this could be because Dave Portnoy just actually launched a coin. He is not backing up the coin. He just did drop the coin. It's been pretty like a healthy chart nonetheless, right? We ran up to almost 40. We're getting a retracement. So we'll see how it does. But nonetheless, that's going to wrap up today's video, guys. Hyperliquid is pretty far down. Oh, I think my buy order on Hyperliquid got triggered. So that's cool. We're still using this as some support. So hopefully this freaking rips, because I have a pretty big position on that. And I'm also down a lot as I've been just kept stacking up Solana on the way down. But nonetheless, guys, it's going to wrap it up. Thank you for watching, and hopefully you guys enjoy the series. This is episode 1. We are up $245. Let's go. I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.